Ladies and gentlemen, a tumultuous roar is going on in the background, as you can hear. The crowd is chanting, "We want Jack." Senator Jack Kennedy has just deplaned, and he is being greeted by all the officials and dignitaries at this time, including a group of gorgeous young ladies called the Kennedy Girls. He is receiving flowers from them and a welcome, and he is nearing the speaker's stand, preparatory to making his address to a magnificent crowd of approximately 15,000, and those are the smallest estimates. They range from 15,000 up. Behind me and on the sides of me, you can barely see a part of them crammed and jammed up against the fences here. There have been so far no serious injuries of any kind. There have been about 7 faintings in this mass of people, considered to be the largest crowd ever to have gathered in any one spot in Joplin for any one thing. Now we are waiting for Senator Kennedy to near the program, and we shall return momentarily.
My friend and colleague in the Congress, Charlie Brown, your distinguished United States Senator, who has served Missouri and the United States faithfully, and who has been a constant friend of mine and colleague, Stuart Symington. Ed Long, your United States Senator, who succeeded Tom Hennings, and who I know you'll elect to the Senate in November. John Dalton, who will be the next governor of the state of Missouri. Tom Eagleton, who is the candidate of the Democratic Party, and I hope the next Attorney General of the state of Missouri. Ladies and gentlemen, I come here as the Democratic standard bearer, and you must make your decision on November 8th about the kind of state you want, and the kind of district you want, and the kind of town you want, and the kind of country you want, and the kind of world you want. All Mr. Nixon and I can do is present our views of that country, and that state, and that world, and that district. And then on one day, you have to decide. And I want to make it very clear what I regard the choice to be. It is a choice between the comfortable and the concerned. It is a choice between those who run on the slogan, "You've never had it so good," and I want Mr. Nixon to come here and run on that slogan, and between those who say, "We must do better." It is between those who believe that this country is doing everything it must do in order to maintain its independence, its security. We want new people in Washington. We want new policies. We want to move this district forward. We want to continue the kind of leadership which Charlie Brown has given this district, which Truman and Roosevelt and Wilson, which John Dalton can give this state, and Ed Long this state, as Stuart Symington has given it. Mr. Nixon stands where McKinley stood, and Harding, and Coolidge, and Dewey, and Landon. Where did they get those candidates? I stand where Woodrow Wilson stood. They got those candidates right out of the party. That was the best they had, and that's who they ran. Harrison. Some man was found in a depression in his administration eating grass on the front of the White House lawn. He said, "Tell him to go behind. The grass is longer." Harding and Coolidge and McKinley and the rest of them. Alf Landon, who ran in 1936 on a program to repeal Social Security. Thomas E. Dewey. I don't know what his program was. He never did find out. I think the best news we've had is what happened this week to Casey Stengel. It just shows experience isn't enough. We're going to move ahead. I come here to Joplin, here to Missouri, here in this part of the center of the United States. About 2 weeks ago up in Boston, my own hometown, Mr. Nixon said I was just another Truman. I said I regarded that as a compliment because he was just another Dewey. And I think the result is going to be the same.